Bunny, and I am doing my final assignment, and it's titled Final Project Virtual Machine Creation, and um, it's the assignment 7.5. So I'm going to be going between my virtual machine and I'm also going to be going through the instructions um, for the project, at least the stuff that is mentioned on my rubrics, because that's the different criteria that I'm supposed to meet uh, as per the rubric. So I'm going to use that. So the first thing the rubric asks me to do is to show that I actually indeed um, created a virtual machine, which I did, and I have my Chrome open right now, my Chrome browser, and I am logged into my Azure portal, and we have here a new virtual machine that I created, and it has got a similar resource group name, uh, because the previous one was under Helego 235, but then this one, since it's new, I put it under new, and just to show here, it is over there with the resource group, and there's the virtual machine. And if I click on it, it is actually currently running because I was finishing up my assignment. So that's the first part that shows that indeed I did create um, my virtual machine, and I installed actually the operating system to be Windows Server 2025, as it says um, on the criteria that I'm supposed to meet here, that the virtual machine is effectively created using Server 2025, Windows Server 2025 Data Center. And if we go back over here, we can see that the operating system that's running over there is Server 2025 Data Center Azure Edition. And then moving on to the next thing, which is Active Directory. Like I said, I'll be going between the instructions or the rubric and the connection that I have through RDP um, to my virtual machine. So RDP is already open here, and I'm logged into my server. And as you can see, this is the server manager right here, and I can just go over here to local server, and you can already see that the information that's here corroborates with whatever was on my Azure portal. Helegua 235 new VM is what I'm currently on right now, and the requirement is also that I should name the domain ensignsuccess.corp. And so if I have to go back here, you can see that the second instruction here, going from the top to the bottom, second in the rubrics is the Active Directory domain is correctly named ensignsuccess.corp. So if I go back to my to my server here on RDP, as you can see, it's ensignsuccess.corp. And then I will move on to the next thing, which is Active Directory objects. The organization unit structure from the student's planning assignment is correctly created. So this is my document that I used, or that I created um, my design for the success center and the requirements that I was given. And this is initially what I designed, but with the help of the feedback that I got from the professor, he said that I must make a few changes, which I have on the screen as well. He said that I didn't have a computer's organizational unit, which was required for targeting the staff computers with the wallpaper and device controls, etc., and to add those are those two other um, those three other sub organizational units, which you will see when I go over server. So I'll just go over to my server here, and I'm going to just close some of these tabs that I was working in. So just close this. So I'll go over to tools, and I'll go over to Active Directory users and computers, and you'll begin to see there that I actually have uh, this side of things populated here with organizational units and sub-organizational units. So first things first, we have our um, SSC staff, which is how I had initially said that I would design it, and I'm sticking with that. So the SSC means Student Success Center underscore staff, which is going to contain um, sub sub-organizational units, which is the manager, which are the roles of the people that are going to be at the success center, the manager, and the student advisors, which inside the student advisors we've got we've got five of the um, the user accounts that are supposed to be there for in order for the students to use them. And in the manager, you can also see that manager Tom, who are named Tom, is right there inside the SSC staff. I also created the SSC underscore computers, uh, which holds the advisor PCOU and the manager PCOU as my feedback that I got from my instructor um, wanted me to do. So I'm going to go back here and check again. Um, so it is correctly as he had asked me to do. And then the required user accounts, I've already shown that inside the uh, SSC staff, we've got our student advisors, and we've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 of our users. And then I'll just go back out here. Um, as well as the manager, manager Tom, as I showed in the server part there. Shared folders and permissions. So I'm required to have the advising documents and the admin reports, um, and the folders are correctly created with their respective text files. So if I just go back up here and look at this part here, which says create your document folders and files. Folders shall be as follows: advising documents and admin reports. And respectively, I'm going to have advising text file and admin report text file, which I will demonstrate that I have. So I'm going to hold Windows E, which takes me to the File Explorer, and I'll just maximize that. And then I'll go to this PC, and I'll go into Windows, and then as you can see, I have my admin reports, and I have got my advising document as per the requirements. So starting with the admin reports, I will just go into it. And as you can see, the final admin report text file is inside here. And if you go out, if you go to the advising documents, you will see that the final advising uh, text file is also in here as the requirement wanted me to have um, final advising text file and final admin report text file. And that takes care of the shared folders and permissions advising documents, and they correctly um, I correctly created them and putting in the or yes, putting in the correct um, text files that are supposed to be within those folders. And then the next thing is group policy objects, GPOs, desktop background. A GPO correctly enforces the Ensign College logo as the desktop background for staff computers. So I will just go there and demonstrate that So I will just quickly go back to my server manager. I'm going to go to tools. I'm going to go over to group policy management. Wait for it to open. Once it opens, it will show me at the bottom here. And I am looking at, let me just go back here. I'm looking at the group policy objects, the desktop background. So um, I'll just go back in here. So under my domain, which is the ensign success.core, I've got my SSC underscore computers. I'll just click there on the drop down, and then I'll have wallpaper, um, the wallpaper uh, policy over here, the GPO, and I'm going to quickly just open. It shows that it shows that it is linked to the SSC computers because it targets the computers. Just going to go ahead and look here what else it's asking me to do. Uh, a GPO correctly enforces the Ensign College logo as the desktop background for staff computers. Um, and going back here, indeed, we are in the computers, is a which is a organizational unit that targets the staff computers, which separates the stuff that has to apply with computers and the stuff that has to apply with the users. You have to separate that so that your group policies are going to be targeting the right things. So I'm just going to quickly right click on it, edit, and this takes me to this menu. I'm going to go under uh, policies. Under policies, I'm going to go under administrative templates. Um, let's see. Policies, administrative templates, desktop, and then desktop here. And then I'm going to just move it myself and maximize this. And then I will go over to enable active desktop. It is enabled. It is enabled over there, which is one of the things you need to enable. And then the desktop wallpaper, it is also enabled. And this is this is the UNC, the Unified Naming Convention, or the path that takes me to where uh, the the Ensign College wallpaper is in. So just to quickly test that this actually works, I'll just quickly just um, highlight that, and I'm going to copy that, and I'll quickly go to my file explorer, and I'm going to paste it here. It's going to take me there, and as you can see, we have this image here. It's a PNG file. And if I right click and then I say open with paint, it will show the Ensign College, which is what will be on the desktop for all the students. So I'm just going to close out of that. Um, Go back here and just close this, since I was just demonstrating that. And then the next thing is to go back out and go to the group policy objects browser homepage. So we're going to go back again to my server. I'm going to go back to group policy, and I'm going to check here under SSC computers as well, because this follows every computer. So every computer that you log in, it's supposed to be able to have this browser as the home page. So I'm going to click on it there. I'm going to right click on it, edit, and then I'm going to go to computers. I'm sorry, computers. I'm going to click on the drop down policies, and then I'm going to click on the drop down here on administrative templates. Just want to move this way, and then I'll go over to Microsoft Edge. I'll scroll down all the way down to startup, homepage, and new tab. And I'm going to maximize this. I'm going to move myself a little bit. And we're looking for configure the home page URL, and it is enabled. And if I double click on it, as you can see, this is the this is the URL that I was given and to enable the policy. So the policy is enabled, and the home page is being linked to that URL there. So I'll just close that and then go back again here. And then the last thing is the shared folders and permissions admin reports. Permissions are correctly set so that only the center manager can read and write the folder. So the shared folders and the permissions admin reports is what I'm looking at. And only the manager can read and write the folder. So I'll just go back here, go back to File Explorer, go to this PC, go to my C drive, admin reports. I'm going to right click on it, and I'm going to say properties, and I'm going to go to security here, and as you can see here, this domain local um, security group holds it holds the manager account inside it, or a manager user account inside it. So this is where only the manager has control over this admin reports folder and the documents that are inside of it. So to show that that is that way, we're just going to go to Active Directory users and computers, and I'm going to demonstrate that we've got these resources um, organizational unit, which was a recommendation that I was given by my instructor for feedback when I submitted my final design of this environment, and these the domain local um, groups, they target the resources. So it's good to separate that so that you can have it separately. So inside of here, I have the domain local admin reports with read and write permissions. I also have the domain local group security group advising read and write, and to actually demonstrate that the admin reports, as I showed in File Explorer, uh, it is only the manager that's inside there. I'll just right click on it and properties, and then I'm going to say members, and as you can see here, the manager is right in there. The global group manager, I'm sorry, is the one that's in there, and that's the one that the manager is the only one that has access to it. Um, and so that concludes this final project, showing that I managed to do every single thing that's required of me on the rubric, as well as explaining each and every step and showing and demonstrating